dig up a past I swore and stay buried.
You will always be a monster.
Ares! I have nothing more to hide.
The ghost of Sparta had been born.
Do we all remember how in God of War 1, we were explicitly told that to kill a god, we needed the power contained within Pandora's box? That for Kratos to get his revenge on Ares, he would need to obtain the box and acquire its power for himself, or otherwise, he would not be able to achieve his goal of killing a god. It was established in that game that Kratos, a mortal, would not have any chance of killing a god without Pandora's box. But if that was the case, how come Kratos was able to kill Persephone? A god, by the way, in God of War Chains of Olympus, which its events occurred before God of War 1 and before Kratos acquired Pandora's box or the power of hope. Or better yet, how did Kratos kill the Furies in God of War Ascension, which was even before Chains of Olympus? A lot of people theorize that Kratos was only able to kill Persephone in Chains of Olympus because he had Zeus's gauntlet, and that weapon allowed him to kill a god. But if that was true, which it isn't because Zeus's gauntlet was never established to be a god-killing weapon, why didn't Kratos just ask for it back when the gods requested him to kill Ares? And still, Kratos didn't have Zeus's gauntlets when he killed the Furies, who are gods, by the way, so how did he manage to do that? Simple. He just did. Kratos just killed the Furies. He just killed Persephone. He just used Zeus's gauntlet as a giant hammer and smashed Persephone's head in. As Kratos would have put it, needing Pandora's box to kill a god was just another lie told by the gods themselves. But the question is, why would the gods lie to him? Or rather, why would Athena lie to Kratos about Pandora's box? I'll tell you why. Athena just wanted the power of Pandora's box for herself. She thought she could control Kratos just like Ares did, but be smart about it. She thought that if Kratos withdrew the evils from the box, she could extract the power of hope for herself. Remember, she assumed Kratos withdrew the power of fear from Pandora's box, not the power of hope.
Of course. When you open the box, you release the evils to the gods. Infected them. Changed them. Zeus himself fell prey to the dark evils. This is why he became so enraged and obsessed with your death. He was consumed by the evil, fear. I thought the power I placed in the box was never released. All these years, I assumed you drew from the evils inside to destroy Ares. But I was wrong.
Athena presumed she could use Kratos as a vessel to use the power of fear without getting corrupted herself, while her power of hope would remain unscathed inside the box, engulfed in Pandora's flame until the time was right for her to take the power of hope for herself. But Zeus did not make that easy for her, as he obviously forced Hephaestus to create Pandora's flame, a flame that would kill even a god who touches it.
The evils of the Great War could not easily be contained. I forged the box in a power greater than the gods themselves, the flame of Olympus. As the raw metal took shape, I realized the flame was the safest place to protect it. The lock was set. All that was needed was a key, a way to retrieve the box. Created from the very heart of the flame, the key took on a life of its own. Pandora. A child, neither living nor dead. I grew to love her, Spartan, and she grew to love me as her father. When Zeus came to take the box, I hid Pandora away. I told him that storing the box on the back of Kronos would be the safest place. After all, who could best the Titan? I lied. I did it to save my child. Surely you can understand that. It was your triumph using the box that revealed my deceit. Zeus tortured me until I confessed the truth of my beloved Pandora. He took her away, leaving me alone in my torment.
But Athena at the time must have thought that now, since the evils were withdrawn from Pandora's box, all she has to do is wait for the opportunity to extract the power of hope for herself. Remember, the only reason she put the power of hope in there in the first place was to balance the evils within it.
When Zeus gathered all the evils and placed them in the box, I dreaded what would happen if it was opened again. And so, I summoned the most powerful weapon in the world, and I placed it in the box.
And now that the evils within it were with Kratos, she wanted to retrieve the power of hope for herself. But wait, if Athena wanted to use Kratos, why did she sacrifice herself for Zeus? You see, Athena wanted to use Kratos with the power of evil, which she assumed he held, to aid her as a puppet with the conflicts she faced as an Olympian god, never to kill Zeus and the other Olympians. That was, of course, until she ascended to a higher form of existence and got corrupted by power. Athena simply wanted to retrieve what was rightfully hers, the power of hope, from Pandora's box. As a goddess of wisdom, she must have understood that if an enemy possessed her power of hope, it could be her downfall. I doubt Athena initially wanted the power of hope to end the other Olympian gods, but of course, after Athena's ascension, her lust for more power brings her back to Kratos as she sees that he may be her chance to retrieve the power of hope from Pandora's box, which she did not know was in Kratos' possession at the time. Athena's ascension must have promoted her above the gods, which resulted in her caring very little for them, and the only reason for her return in God of War 3 was to obtain the power of hope, which Kratos ultimately releases to the world. So in conclusion, Kratos never needed Pandora's box to kill a god. Athena just tricked Kratos so that she may attempt to retrieve the power of hope for herself in the end. But she failed.
He brought this to himself.
Because of fear, Kratos. A fear felt by his father, Kronos. A fear that wrought the Great War. A fear that drove Zeus to kill you. His own son.
His son?
Just as Zeus was compelled to destroy his father, Kronos. You are compelled to do the same.